everybody, Fantasticairy here, back with another video. I'm going to be painting some driftwood. I went to the beach the other day and I found all this driftwood washed up by the winter ice, and I noticed a lot of really cool textures that I wanted to paint, from the smooth, barkless ones to these logs that still had some dried up bark on them. I also wanted to paint composition with this particular log that looks like it has an eye and an elephant trunk. I thought this would be a really unique composition to paint. I've actually already painted some compositions using the wet on wet technique, blending in some colors together and letting them dry. Dry times usually vary. It can take about 2 to 5 minutes depending on how humid it is where I live at the moment. I'm using these lighter tones, this lighter in value colors, with the wet on wet technique to create the base of the textures I want to create with this driftwood. I'm going to share a little bit of some of the texture techniques I've been using with my brushes on these various compositions I've already painted. I'm using a layering technique using lighter tones to darker tones, so more water versus paint mixture. I start off with my 02 round brush, kind of painting in this Payne's gray. I'm going to paint in these lines to almost recreate the texture of the log with the bark, creating an almost kind of stringy look on top of the lighter layer. Again, using the layering technique, I'll go in with some darker Payne's gray in different kinds of spots I want the eye to focus on. A lot of experimenting and playing around. And I take this ochre yellow and I go over top, creating almost this kind of patchy detail. For the next little composition, I'm kind of recreating that one drift log I seen with the blue pattern on it. I'm not sure how it got that blue look. It looked really interesting. Using a cerulean blue mixed with some Payne's gray, some brown tones, also mixed with some Payne's gray, and dotting in kind of this texture. And then I'll take my quarter shader brush, using the very tip, and I'm almost using a dry brush technique here, so I don't have a lot of water and paint on my paintbrush, just enough to create this kind of dotted texture. And then I noticed on some of the logs, they had these very defined cracks that went end from end. I'm going to take my 01 fine liner brush and I'm going to very gently paint in some thin lines. I'm going to let you enjoy the final reveal with some music, and I'll see you at the end with the end result. I'm pretty happy with how things turned out. I was definitely trying to recreate textures in a stylized way, and I think I captured some of the textures I was playing around with. Using different brush techniques and experimenting was a lot of fun, especially with the colors. The bottom composition was a little tricky, but I'm glad that I pushed myself a little bit to create an actual picture composition. I actually redid this one, and then I ended up cutting out a piece of watercolor paper and putting it over top of the one I wasn't so happy with, which is okay though, because it was practice. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with how things turned out, and it was a lot of fun to paint. I've been getting outside more now that it's more beautiful outside. I've been taking more reference photos and video footage of the changing nature as we transition from the end of winter into spring. I just want to say thank you for watching, guys. And all the comments below, I really appreciate every single one of them, and I try to respond to everyone. And thank you so much. You guys make me so happy. And creating this content makes me feel pretty good that other people care as well and share the love of watercolor art and painting. You can find me on the social medias and the links in the descriptions below, as well as my print shop if you want to check out some of the illustrations I've posted. The videos are uploaded bi-weekly on Fridays. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.